That is the certificate I got at Let's Ride and Vistum Patel Ride. And I think YouTube people can see it more easily because of the camera angle on that is a bit wider. So today I want to talk about doing a group ride. We see a lot of people now arranging group rides and having to go out in a group. It's a great thing that everyone is doing that. We are putting in that efforts to have a group ride where everyone can come together and go out on rides together. Now, there are different ways that people plan. Now, I'm not saying anything is right or wrong. I'm just saying that there are different ways that people plan group rides. Okay. One way of planning it is through your brand. So, if you have a particular brand that you have, and if your brand is supporting you in doing a brand-wise ride, great. You can go ahead with that. Whereas there are some people who do a common ride, which is to say for any brand is invited to come and join for that group ride. Okay, so whether you have a Yamaha or a Harley or a Royal Enfield, everyone is invited in that one group ride. Both are good and they have their own pros and cons. Okay, the pros of a brand ride is that if they are giving you the support, hope not, but if someone has a breakdown, they will be able to give you the right support at that time. The contrary to that, if you are in a mixed group ride, you may not get that much brand support, and if someone has a breakdown, it may be difficult to get to the company to get them to come and help you and this and that, right? So that is one of the pros and cons of starting a plan. Right? Now let's say you have a brand, for example Harley Davidson, they are planning a ride. Okay, so that's great. They are going ahead and calling all the hogs, that is the Harley owners group, which they have, which is a great idea, right? Now that is one part of it. The next part of it is to have a destination, right? Now you should have a destination that everyone that is coming for the ride might enjoy. So if it's like a breakfast ride, you can have a nice place where everyone will be accommodated, every food buds are accommodated and everything, right? So that is a good idea that people can have. Like for example, today we had a ride to the Plate, which is in Kharghar. Oh, sorry, which is in Karjat. Sorry, yeah, the Plate in Karjat. So that is again a very good ride that they had organized. The food options were really good, and the food was really good. That is very important. That it's not just, it should not just be that the food is not good and you're just going there because you have to go there. You should go to a place where you actually enjoy the food and it is really worth going and paying for whatever is there, right? The next thing after the destination is the route plan. Now some people get into a lot of details. Again, I'm not saying right or wrong, I'm just saying these are different ways that people do it. Some people will get into a lot of details and say, okay, we will go here, 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 here. This will be the route. This is the route that we will take. We will stop at here, 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 so that whoever is coming from here can join here. Whoever is coming from there can join there. While as some people will say, I am sharing the live location. You have to come and join in. We will just have one stop on the way where you all can join. Whoever is not joining from the start. Preferably, everybody is invited to join from the start so that we can start the ride together, which is actually the best option. Ideally, but yes, of course, if you are going in the direction where someone is staying, then that person might feel a bit odd to come all the way this side and then go all the way that side, right? But then that's the part of the fun of the ride and all that. So it depends from time to time and from people to people how they want to do it, right? So think of that and plan accordingly how you want to do it from these two sides. Okay, once your route is planned, now again, when you have a starting point, some groups have a very a relaxed manner of starting the ride. So if they say 7, they may start at 7:30. They may start at 8 o'clock as well. However, some people, for example, like the hog ride that I went for, if they say 7, they start at 7. If you are there or you're not there, it's your concern. They say 6:45 and they started at 7. So that was really nice to see that they had the value of time and they were punctual and they had the thing very clear in their mind. It was, we've given you the time, you be there. If you are late, you manage. Simple. That is also a good thing to do, and you can probably even say that in your suggestion that this is the time that we're going for this ride. Next up is, once you have started, you should have some kind of plan as to who's the lead, who's the tail, and who are the shufflers, so to say. Some people like that. Some people just keep a lead and everyone has to follow. We will stop at this destination, we will recheck, regain, see if everyone is there, and then continue to the destination. That is also another way of doing it. So either you have a continuous monitoring system, or you just have that point A, point B, point C. That's it. So this is where we will regroup. This is again we will regroup, and that's it. So both are right. Both are good in their own ways. Especially when you have different types of riders. Maybe some people who are fast riders, who are slow riders. You can have that bifurcation between them to say, okay, that let's just ride, and when we reach there, we will stop there. We will wait for the others to come, right? So that could be one of the ways of doing it. Or if you want to really be cohesive and bring everyone together, keep everyone at a certain distance from each other. So that is the other way of doing it. Stay in one lane. This is something that I'd seen in the US. It was really amazing when the Harley owners group, the whole group in the US, I used to see, let's say if there are 10 bikes, okay, those 10 bikes will be, let's just say around 100 meters distance from each other, okay, not even 100, let's say 50 meters distance from each other. And if they are in one lane, they all will be in that same lane, okay, just in a zigzag formation, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. The zigzag formation, but all of them would be in the same lane, encompassed in the same lane. Sorry, I'm trying to cover Instagram and YouTube at the same time. They would be in the same lane and try to be within those limits. And if the lead moves from this lane to the second lane, they would move from this lane to the second. So the lead would have a lot of responsibility in terms of making sure that the entire train behind him is safe, right? So a lead would not just suddenly take any lane change, or if they would not just cut in front of a truck and all that. So that is the other way of doing it. Or you just say, boss, I should be seeing the one person in front of me, and I should be seeing the person behind me in my mirror. If you can even manage that ways, so the next person could be 200 meters away from you, but you can see him going ahead, and the person behind you is around 100 meters behind you, but you can see that person in your mirror. That is what is important, so that you have that connection and you are connected to each other. That is what is important for the ride to go smoothly, right? So this is how the ride starts. Now, of course, in a ride, there will be instances where people will have breakdowns. There could be a puncture, there could be an engine failure, there could be someone stopping for petrol, someone stopping for food, someone stopping for water. It could be anything, right? So have some protocol set up to say that, boss, if you are stopping, you are on your own, okay? Which is also okay with some people. If that is the part of the plan from the start itself, that, boss, we will not stop for anyone. Others will carry on. Whoever is stopping, and take care of yourself. Join in if you can. Some people have an option where they keep a tail, they keep someone who's there to help you, they keep someone with the puncture kit and everything, so that if someone is stopping and having that problem, then that person stops with that person, helps him get that. If that person does not have a puncture kit, or if there's some other kind of help needed, like if the clutch wire is broken or something, he takes that person to the nearest mechanic and gets the clutch wire and gets it fixed on the bike and all that. So these are the things that can be thought about in terms of your group ride. So you can think about all these things and plan accordingly. Of course, when it is a smaller ride, you need to plan, right? But when it is a longer ride, wherein you are going for overnight or something, and it's like 500 kilometers or something, you will have to have a little more thought given to all those who are riding with you, so that everyone is safe, right? Now, besides this, the next thing is that when it comes to safety, of course, make sure that everyone in your group is wearing all the protective gear that they can, so that they all are safe, right? If someone is not, at least suggest to that person that wear it the next time. Helmet is a no-go. If that person is not wearing a helmet, then you should not take that person on your ride, definitely. Helmet and shoes are mandatory. But yes, if that person is not having gloves, not having jacket, not having knee guards, not having riding pants, those can be optional, or you can decide on your group strength and the number of people who are participating, whether you want to make it mandatory or not for those people to wear the other protective gears and be safe during this particular ride. So all these things can be planned while planning the ride. Okay. Now, with regards to this as well, is where the manufacturer thing comes in that we spoke about at the start. If you have the manufacturers with you, then they could give you some assistance. They could give you a mechanic with you. They could give you a safety car with you, or something like that. Then that could really help. Okay. There is some fluctuation on YouTube, so sorry guys. But yeah, I think we are back. So that is how we generally like to do it, and make sure that everyone is safe, everyone is together, everyone is on the same track. So that's how a ride can possibly be planned. Some of you, of course, are tenured, so we don't need to ask too much about this. But some of you might be new, so I thought I'll share this information with you. Do let me know how do you like this information. I see some people have joined. Thank you for joining, guys. I see Ruben and Ashwida have joined. So if you all have any comments, please go ahead and share that in the comments section. And if you all want to join us for these rides, please do let me know. We can go ahead and plan some rides as well. uh, if I want to talk about the poster that is there behind me, the certificate that is there behind me, we can do that as well. You can put your comments in the chat if you want. I'll be here for another 2 minutes or so, and then we can wind up, because the topic that I wanted to cover today was the group ride, which I think I have already covered. Let me know if you have any questions, if you've done any group rides, if you have any inputs. You can definitely go ahead and share that in comments, and we can look at further from there. So I'll wait for your comments for a minute or two, otherwise we can end this video today. Let me know if you have anything to add. I'm there on YouTube as well as on Instagram. The handle is the same, Ronniedleo. So let me know. I have one person on YouTube. I'm just trying to check who that is. No, I can't see that. Guys, if you give me a comment on Instagram, I think it would be better. So do let me know how did you all like this live session. It was just a short session of 10 to 15 minutes. That's all I do generally. So I will be ending the session in the next minute or two. Thank you for all those who have joined. Thank you for putting in this time for joining my live session. Do let me know how you want me to make it better in future. I'll be more than happy. The topic for today was group rides, which I think Aniket has joined us, and he was there with me on the ride, so he probably knows what I'm talking about. Aniket, we did speak about the different styles that groups choose to organize a ride. Some are very less restrictive, and less guidance is given. They let you ride the way you are, and you know the destination you've got to get there. Some are very clear that okay, this what we need to follow. These are the hand signs that we need to give. These are the points that we will stop. People coming from here can join here. If you have a breakdown, this is the person that will be there at the tail who will be helping you and stopping with you. So all these things is what we had spoken about. If you have any comments, please mention that below, else we can go ahead and end this call in the next minute or so. It's already been 13 minutes on this one. I generally just do a 10 to 15 minute live session, just to make sure that we all are on the same page. Cool. I guess not, so we will go ahead and end this session. Thank you everyone for joining today. Please do let me know in the comments your feedback about it, or you can always send me a DM on Instagram as well. I think Instagram is the best handle where messages are concerned, so we can definitely chat on Instagram and take this further. Thank you everyone for joining. Have a great day, and be safe, ride safe. Take care.